Good afternoon. Welcome to Doug Pagitt Radio on AM 950, the progressive voice of Minnesota, and DougPagittRadio.com. Your Sunday afternoon conversation of religious radio that's not quite right. It's religious radio, brought to you by Doug Pagitt Radio on AM 950. We talk about religion a little bit. Today we're going to talk a bit about presidential religious coverage on our show today. Yeah. We're also going to talk about Dracula and forgiveness. I'm not kidding. Stick around, like you may have said to yourself. How can that all tie together? We have our advice columnist with us. We're going to be talking about the fact that in the state of Minnesota, the state legislature wants you as a private citizen to know that you can arrest someone.
Yes.
You, as a private citizen, can detain another person and arrest them as if you were a police officer. I had no idea.
Yeah. Since
And
the
I'm
late
not
18th
happy
century.
about that. I'm not happy about that law at all. So we're going to chat a little bit about that. So you get the cripes. Come on, you got to be kidding me with us today, and all sorts of fun here on the program. So much to do. I just can't wait to get into it. You've already heard the voice of our sidekick, John Musick. Hey, buddy.
Good afternoon, everybody.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
You had a fine week, did you?
Oh, I sure did. My lady friend has been in town, so had a good time with her, and
Yeah.
doing lots of things.
Glowing. Yeah. A middle-aged man in love. Middle-aged love. There's nothing quite like it. There's nothing as cute as middle-aged love.
Oh, and it just turns the stomachs of everyone who sees us.
Especially in public, because you have all the excitement of new love.
Yeah. It just seems
And it's
inappropriate coming from me.
Yeah, it's kind of middle-aged.
Yeah.
Yeah, walking along the lakes and pausing and winking and smooching. And,
Hand holding and giggling and.
But congratulations to you, nonetheless. I mean, don't worry about these social conventions. Yeah, nobody.
Since when?
Yeah, no one cares about all that stuff. We're hoping to bring you a Marconi Award-winning program today.
Oh, yeah.
Aren't we? We're ready to bring
deck.
it. It's been a beautiful week weather-wise. We're geared up. We're right at the height of right at the center of a religious week in the Christian holidays.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's Lent. We're right in the middle of it. We're just a couple of weeks out. Easter, folks, 2 weeks from today. So if you haven't ordered that ham yet, you want to get that ham ordered, which is just a very, very ironic food item for the celebration of Easter, which is connected to Passover for Jews who don't consume.
Some sort of.
It's almost like people are rubbing their Jewish friends' nose in with this ham business.
I love ham, though.
I do too. My wife, not a ham eater.
Really?
Nah, she's the unclean animal thing.
Is she of the Hebrew persuasion?
She's not. She doesn't hold to all Levitical law, but she holds to the Levitical food perspective.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah, one of those. Unclean animals. Like all the rest of that stuff, that was just kind of religious, cultural stuff. But the food, no, that's...
God knew what he was talking about there.
Yeah, there. I mean, Lord God was on the button on that one. So keep the ham to a minimum. And also, she doesn't care for it. She likes bacon, though. I know.
I had turkey bacon this week, by the way.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of dug it.
Yeah, not bad. I mean, it's almost a turkey bacon is like a faux bacon, right? It's like a tofu bacon,
kind of,
but not made from soy. It's made from turkey.
Yeah.
But it's still not like, I mean, the reason that there's bacon in that shape and all, I think, is because it's a particular cut of the pig.
Yeah, the fat back.
You're not getting that cut out of a turkey.
Oh,
they're pressing turkey.
Lord knows what they're doing to that bird to make it taste like bacon.
They are doing funny business with all that. Hey, we have one professional around here. We call him Brian, the producer, the engineer.
Yeah.
Our very own Casey Jones. Hey, Brian, how was your week, buddy?
It was a good week.
Yeah? Anything special go on for you this week?
Nothing out of the ordinary, no.
Really? You know what I'm hoping for, Brian? Because I think you're an understated fella. I can't wait for the week when we ask you, and you just unload on us with a week of glorious details.
Right, like a Dr. Seuss proportions.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic.
Hey, what is your official title, Brian, here at the studio? What do they call you?
I believe it's assistant producer.
Oh, assistant producer. Not assistant to the producer, but assistant producer.
As far as I know, yes.
Okay.
Well, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can call me whatever you want.
Could we shorten that? Assistant?
Yeah.
Ask something?
As producer?
I would prefer that.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good if we did that. No, assistant. We'll keep with the full assistant. We won't refer to you another because I'm not a fan of those abbreviations anyway.
That's right. You don't like those.
So in this case, it just sort of helps us. Yeah.
So how was your week, Doug?
Oh, thank you for asking. My week was quite fine.
Yeah.
Really quite great. A couple of things happened to me this week that I thought were worth noting. One,
hopefully we will feel the same.
I purged my closet this week. I've lost a bunch of weight, and I've changed clothing sizes. So I finally made the big commitment to bury my old soul and dance on its grave.
Oh, my.
I packed up clothing.
Not looking back.
Not looking back, and if I've got to go back to wearing those larger sizes, it's going to cost me. Like I don't want that. I don't want that easy transition into the next size up, right?
Right.
Oh, it kind of fits now, and the other ones don't, because it's really easy to do that. So I went through my closet and got rid of any clothing that didn't fit me now, bagged it up, and got rid of it. And I picked up a couple of new things along the way, but I went from a closet that probably had 15 years worth of clothing in it. Down to things I've bought in the last month.
Yeah, judging by your style, I would say some of your clothes were 15 years old.
I like to consider my style timeless. You might consider it dated.
Yeah.
I consider it timeless. Yeah.
Got rid of them Cosby sweaters?
It's classic. It's my wardrobe will be in the future what the future Mad Men television programs will be.
So what'd you do with all those like gigantic clothes?
Well, it took a lot of bags.
Tall, fat guy clothes.
Tall, fat guy clothes. I packed them up. I put them into garbage bags. Not because they're garbage, but because that's the only large enough bag I had. 7 kitchen garbage can size bags.
Really?
I mean, I didn't hold back.
No.
I got rid of all of them. And some of them I felt like, boy, these are just top quality clothes. I mean, someone's really going to want this double extra large tall shirt. I mean, it's
because there's not too many guys that have your odd shape, and so when they come across, it's going to be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe
this top quality, fashionable, timeless clothing.
There's another,
that I found
9 foot, 400-pound person out there
at the Goodwill. In Hopkins on Excelsior Boulevard. So if you're shopping,
at the Goodwill in Hopkins, really, like the people in Hopkins, they need that kind of clothing.
Why would they not need that?
Well, it's just some other kind of maybe lesser affluent neighborhood. Is Hopkins affluent? I don't know. No?
I think one doesn't understand the demographics.
Oh, you went to high school in Hopkins,
of our first ring, second ring suburbs.
So I stand corrected.
There's a very good reason why there's a Goodwill, because not everybody lives in the lap of luxury that you're accustomed to.
That's
my friend. Not everybody has that sort of privilege. So even these first ring suburbs. So anyway, I dropped it all off, 7 bags.
Good for you.
Full of clothes, and came home, and now and then I stood there this morning looking at something to wear and realized I have nothing to wear.
So you opted for the white V-neck T-shirt.
Oh, so I did. I'm actually wearing a Romeo Love
T-shirt
that's right. today. Romeo Love is it is a studio of interesting attractions.
Yes.
Now, unless you paint your own picture of that, it's on 47th and Grand in South Minneapolis. And it maybe 47th or 48th.
It's 47th.
47
something, yeah.
And it's a place with decorated items,
homemade
clothing,
art,
homemade art, really cute, clever stuff. Linda Bachman, who's the curator of this shop and the artist, calls it Romeo Love. Studio of interesting attractions.
Reasonably priced things there as well.
Yeah, great. I bought a little thing,
and
she printed up. She does her own printing there too. So she printed up on a white V-neck T-shirt a Romeo Love logo, and I'm wearing that today. But it was a little cool, so I had to put a sweater on. So anyway, feel pretty good about that.
What else did you do this week?
I went on a long run.
You did?
Yeah, 17 miles yesterday.
Oh my!
I ran 17 miles, 3 hours and 6 minutes was I running.
I think you are just
unbelievable.
You are stretching like the ability of like mass and gravity and age.
No, I'm not. I'm doing what a human being is created to do. That is to run.
This is to run.
We're born to run, baby. Born to run. Speaking of babies, congratulations to my good friends Mark and Amy Vince, who have just added a little sweetie to their family named Mabel.
Adorable.
Little Mabel, now part of the Vint family. So congratulations to them. It's such great news.
And yet another child with an old person's name.
An old person's name. See, I hang around this community of people, the Oscars and Henrys and Leo and Mabel.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I love it. It's fantastic. In fact, we're going to talk a little bit about names in the Cripes. Come on, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
Because a guy, I mean, you get John, which come on, there's nothing fun there, and I get Doug. I mean, it's a sound you make when you fall off a swing.
When you hit the ground.
When you hit the ground. Oh, Douglas is it's a fine name. It's just not pretty. It's not fun. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I grew up with the nickname Duke.
No, that's pretty good.
I think it's fun.
Yeah.
But that's also that has all kinds of connotations to it as well. Hey, speaking of Duke, I had this issue at a public restroom today, and I don't know how people think about this, but I was over at the Galleria Mall where we were doing our prep work at the People's Organic, who should be not giving away this free advertising to our delicious breakfast over the People's Organic at 69th and France Avenue at the Galleria Mall. Fantastic. And I go to use the restroom, which they don't have one in the coffee shop. They use the one in the mall. So I go down the mall to the to the restroom, and I walk in, and the stall is occupied in the men's restroom. There's only one. So I came out and then went down the hallway into the family restroom. Yeah. This is one that's set, big single use with a rocking chair in it and a changing place. And I could feel there was a gal waiting in the hallway. I could feel her staring at me down the back of my neck. That feeling when someone's looking at you. She was just cursing me that, look at this guy. He's got no kid with him. And
Judgment and consternation being showered upon you.
Is it culturally appropriate for a single person to go in, who doesn't have a kid with him, for a person to go in and use the the set-aside family restroom? Or am I just supposed to stand and wait for the stall to free up?
It's like pooping first class in there.
Oh, it is. It's fantastic.
I mean, it's like first class. You got your own seating area.
Because I know that there's this feeling, if you go into a restroom and you have two stalls, and one of them is the handicap sized and one of them is the regular size, you're supposed to use the regular size and not take up the handicap. I know that. I had that experience in a restroom myself. Walked into the mall, used the big handicap sized restroom, came out just to run into a guy in a wheelchair waiting to get in. It was horrible. It was horrible. I felt like he should write me a $178 ticket, like he parked in the handicap spot.
That's right.
But I don't know about the family restrooms. That's actually quite a dilemma.
If you've not used it, you should try it sometime, people.
Yeah, it's luxurious.
This whole life that exists out there.
Yeah, you can hang your coat up in a little room. You can stretch out. Oh, it's fantastic. Hey, Carla Barnhill's going to join us. We should ask her about that.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to ask her about some public restroom use. And we'll get her advice. Can you use that? Carla Barnhill. We're going to talk about the law where you can arrest people, all kinds of things going on Doug Pagitt Radio on AM 950 and DougPagittRadio.com.
Minnesota is a land of